We have with us an artist who has donned almost all the roles of a creative artist. Not only that, his second song, Lonely I'm Crying, has created waves not only nationally but internationally. So let's welcome him. Let's get candid with the singer, Naveen. Hi Naveen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's start with your song, Lonely I'm Crying. Most of the musicians, they always write songs which inspire them or out of their experience. So why was loneliness one of your subject?
See, because loneliness, that's something that everybody goes through, you know. I mean, starting from a child, maybe you or me, or you take, these days if you take relationships, or, you know, it's just everywhere. And, you know, it's a feeling that, it's a state of mind, and people tend to get into depression and things like that. And loneliness is something where you actually need the affection and love, and it's a healing for your mind, you know. And this is something what I believe, because if God has gifted you a talent, you know, if anyways you sing a song, why not you sing a song that through your song, if that can be a medicine to someone, I mean, for somebody's mind, I mean, you know, you're not doing anything harm, I mean, but you're just helping people. And yeah, so this video or this song which I did was, you know, it was something that, you know, seeing all these people, most of the children I come across, or maybe yes, even I've gone through that feeling for a couple of times, you know. And I know that, you know, like it's too boring to feel lonely, and you actually need you know, the love and affection of people around you to get out of that, you know. So there are a lot of children, because parents these days, you can find that, you know, they're too busy making money and blah blah stuffs, and everything is fine, but I mean, is their child growing up in the right way, or
they don't have time to spend within
yeah, exactly, because the world is becoming too
so
fast.
mechanical also.
Yeah. And also, you know, if you check about parents, I mean, once the kids grow up, and you know, we tend to forget, I'm not saying everybody, but yeah, there are things. So what happens was that we sometimes don't realize what's happening in the other person's mind.
Right.
It's actually, you know, they're sinking into a world of silence and, you know, depression and things like that. So this is something which I've seen a lot of characters like this in real life. You know, I've actually come across. In fact, I also remember once in Bombay, I always like to take the guitar and go sit somewhere like in nature, and I just strum along, you know, looking into the sky, and I was just singing this song. There was a time before recording this track actually, and I was just, you know, trying to clear my throat and practicing well, and there was an old auntie sitting right in front of me, but I just didn't realize that, and she just turned around and she said, "Hey son, you're actually singing about me, you know, I'm going through the same thing, and what you're singing is right. It's about me." So it's there's no age, there's no gender, you know. This is a feeling that can just whoop, it can come into anybody like that. Yeah, so that's the purpose behind Lonely I'm Crying. I mean, I want to see people happy. I mean, I want kids to be happy. I want kids to get their real love from their parents, more than money or anything. Of course, yes, that is a major part of a family, to bring up the child, and but above all those things, it's the main thing is that they need affection, they need love, they need your time, you know, not just children, I mean anyone, like, yeah. So,
And also you recorded the song in the Yash Raj studios, right? How was that experience?
Yash Raj is like one of the best studios in India. I mean, because it's equipped with the best microphones and, you know, gears and things like that. I mean, I don't think I should talk about the studio and say it's a very good. I mean, people have known about that studio, but I actually feel blessed, because it's just God working wonders, taking me to a studio like, because there was a time when I was actually thinking about, oh God, how do I record this and where do I go, because I had the sound in my mind, and you know, but it's too tough to get the sound if you don't get the right musicians, the right engineers, above all the right studio and the equipments. And
you penned the lyrics yourself?
No, my friend has written the lyrics, T.S. Abhilash, But I have composed, I have arranged and produced the track.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the video, I must say, was totally out of the world. Where was it shot? In Manali, I think.
Rohtang Pass in Manali, yeah.
Okay. And you produced the video yourself?
There is a friend of mine who actually supported me a lot. Of course, yes, the audio section I had to take care of the stuffs on my own. But video, my friend Joel has actually, in fact, we met each other through, he wanted to learn guitar from me. So that's how we actually met, and while teaching him, he always used to encourage me a lot and things like that. And once he asked me, hey Naveen, what are you doing? I mean, you just going around teaching guys and things like that. So I said, no, I mean, I've got some stuff done. I would like to do a video for it. So he said, I like the track. I mean, yeah, I like it, and so let's go ahead with it. And yeah. So he helped me, yeah.
So can we have 2 lines of that song?
Down the alley, keep my hand on the shoulder, ask him the reason why he's lonely and crying. Just stands there and sobs on, never caring for reason. Each tear that he drops down, and drenched in his miseries.
But you know, in India, the big scene is always the film industry, the film music that are produced. You've always got a lot of people to invest in film music. But when it comes to the non-filmy side, the albums and solo vocalists coming out with their different kind of singing styles, you don't get a lot of people to invest in such kind of music and to promote them, same even in band culture. So what do you think about that? Don't you think that there has to be a change or a break in such things?
See, one reason, this is something that every musician says. But what I believe is that, I've read this somewhere, just because something is difficult, it doesn't mean you should never try. It just means you should try harder. And I don't think that it's not right from our side to say that because the film industry is there, we are not getting a break. I mean, we should be proud. I feel that we all should be proud because we've got Bollywood industry, you have the Malayalam film industry, which is very good. We have, the Tamil film industry, and I don't think that is being a block for the Western music scene or any other musician because this is there, this doesn't. No, definitely not. And I feel it because I got my work done. I mean, the Lonely I'm Crying music video, even if I had thought like this, I don't think the video would have happened. But I believe it now because I tried for it. I was positive. I am still positive, and I will be always positive till I die. Even after I die, my soul will still be positive. But see, it's all in your spirit. You can't find an excuse. We shouldn't. Don't wait for excuses. If you keep on finding excuse because of this, because of that, because of this, you will only sit there. You're not gonna break it. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. For me, this is if I have 10 million trucks right in front of me and there's no way for me to go, I will still find a way. I will go forward. This is my experience for it. But I don't know about what other musicians think. But I feel that there is a way. There is a way. But you need to try for it. You need to long for it. You need to pray for it. You need to work for it. Yeah.
But Lonely I'm Crying wasn't your first song actually.
No.
You had a song before that. So could you tell us about that too?
You're talking about the music video there? See, that was actually not my track, which I have not composed that one, but that's actually a traditional Christian hymn called "O Lord, Your Tenderness." So that there was something where I had to send some piece of work to the US, and we recorded a couple of tracks, and this was something we just did with just a piano backup. So when I came home and I played the CD, my brother was telling me that, Naveen, I think this song is really nice. Why don't you think about a music video? So that's how we thought about it, and then we went ahead and we shot the video. But then, yeah, but that just got aired in some mostly the Kerala channels.
Okay.
Yeah. For you.
I must say that your guitar playing is just totally out of the world.
Thank you.
Since when have you started learning?
Actually, I started off with the guitar at the age of 7.
Okay, from?
My dad is my first guitar master, and then I started performing like say from 8th to 10th. I used to go for all this school youth festivals, and you know.
And have you ever thought of a life without music? Maybe like if you weren't a musician, you would have become someone else.
Yeah, I would have. Maybe I would have been a journalist, a filmmaker. No, I mean it, yeah. But you know, there's always, I don't know, I always like to go figure out. I always jump into risks. People always say, friends might say, Naveen, come on, now don't. But I like it that way. I like the hard way, you know. I mean, I like it. I mean, I don't know if, that's why, you know, most of my songs, there's always reporting happening through my tracks. I mean, maybe it's that, and I also like, you know, so I always meet most of my journalist friends, and, you know, I like them and I encourage them, like, you know, go do stories, like, go try and figure out, I mean, you know, get serious stuffs and report and stuff, so, yeah. Yeah, maybe, yes, but then, yeah, but finally, this is what I feel I can express my feelings.
Best.
Yeah, so I think, and there is no life without music.
But talking about filmmaking, I also got to know that you're into modeling and acting a little bit, aren't you?
See, I do stuffs like that where my friends call me, like, you know, but it's nothing that I actually run around seeking for offers as an actor or model. I mean, this is my life, you know, I mean, I hold this close to my heart, and if I do something where I force myself and say, go meet this person, that would be for music. Okay. You know, but the other things are like where my friends, they just call me and they say there's some photo shoot happening, you know, and if they want me like that, they just call me, and
if they want a long-haired guy, they'll call you.
Long-haired guy, or a guy who looks like me with this kind of eye and with this kind of nose, and I go. And yeah, that's it. But
and also, since you talked about filmmaking, would you ever consider giving music like to films?
Yeah.
You wouldn't mind?
Yeah,
but then what if it's not in your genre? Because, you know, film music is very demanding.
I can do it. I mean, it's there is nothing that I can do it.
Okay, so you will consider if you get any offers to do films?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, and how much of like Malayalam music do you listen to? Being
I'm not talking about, I don't know if I will be able to do the Malayalam music because...
But then language should not be a barrier, right?
See, if I compose a track, it's nothing that I have to sing it.
Yeah.
I can take a person who can sing and who can you know, express the language in the right way.
So you wouldn't mind doing a...
I wouldn't mind as long as it is music, anything that comes under music. But frankly speaking, I focus on composing stuffs for my album and, you know, things, because I have my own way of, I take a lot of time and I like to just
relax and get things done.
Yeah, and I don't rush. But only one thing is that when I do work for other people, I only request them one thing, is that I can't let you hear the track until it is, you know, like mixed finally, which most of the people will have problem, because what happens is that when you compose something and if it is for something, he comes and he says, okay, I don't like this, you need to change this here. But maybe for the music composer, he already has a final sound here, you know. But when you're setting things up, maybe you would understand that after a while, this is the sound that you're gonna get. but maybe the producer, or he might not understand at that particular point, and so then it becomes a little so I mean, if it is somebody who understands my kind of working style, and yeah.
So have you ever considered of going for an alternative career? Because of the unpredictability of this profession.
There is nothing like that in my life, at least in my life. I was actually doing my, I finished my BA in English Literature, then I joined for MA. And I finished my first year, and the second year, maybe 2 months before the exam, that's the time when you actually get this weird feeling happening in your mind that, I mean, because I just didn't want to be like stuck in a college surrounded by four walls and teaching students what Shakespeare felt, or I wanted to express those little feelings that's there in my mind, or in my heart. That's why I decided that this is what I want to do in life, and maybe I finish the course and then be like in a college teaching students, or of course I do respect my teachers well, but God has made me for this, and the day you understand that, there is nothing that can block me. Trust me, yes, that's what I know. I mean, this is what I tell to my friends also whenever I see them down in life. Like, if there are 10 million people right next to you here saying that you can never do it, but you stand up and say, no, I'm going to do it, then you will do it. But if there are 10 million people right next to you here saying that you can do it, but if you say, no, I can't do it, then you're not going to do it.
It's all about determination, no?
Determination, your focus, and the never give up attitude.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At least if you can't make it, fine, but try dying. I mean, you die, but you at least have that feeling that, okay, I tried.
And what are your future projects?
My future projects right now, I'm going back to Bombay, and I'm recording my next 7 songs, figuring out the right musicians, and one is that. Second, we're planning like an Indian music tour, which is going to be the Lonely I'm Crying music tour, where we actually perform like in different cities.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, where we would be singing Lonely I'm Crying with a full band, and also a couple of nice cover songs. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
My pleasure,
and imparting so much of good knowledge. So can we have another song from you?
Yeah.
It would be the best way to wrap up the show.
Okay, and you're going to join me, right?
Sure.
Okay. gets rain out, when the